Hey, Falcon Nation, welcome to another edition of the Falcons Corner. Voice of the Falcons, Mike Rickard. Good guy to know, the co-host. Back in his spot, finally. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Danny Berg.
Audience wanting more.
Yes.
Right?
Eric did do a good job, though,
Did a great job.
He did.
You know, my own family, they were like, you've been replaced. I said, I don't know about that.
Well, I had to produce his interview segment, and, as you know, that the camera went off and we had some issues, so I've been dismissed from doing any work behind the camera.
So now we're both back.
Yes.
Because he has to run the show.
Exactly.
But it feels good to be back in my spot, though.
Good. It's nice having you back.
And I'm even on the correct side, so he doesn't have to worry about moving stuff.
I think so. We're just making it easier for everyone. So
maybe.
Yes. Let's talk a little bit Falcon sports. Why not?
That's why we're here.
Exactly why we're here, right? So softball had a very good Saturday, hitting for power again, scoring a bunch of runs. They're off to regional play.
Right.
This upcoming weekend at Del Tech.
Yeah, they're going down to Del Tech on Friday in a best-of-3 series.
Yep.
So they'll play on Friday at 2 o'clock, and then doubleheader right afterwards. If they win both, region champs. Lose both, they come home. If they split, we got a rubber match on Saturday.
Right.
So we're definitely excited for the opportunity to be able to head down there. The weather's looking pretty good. We got canceled with them on the 25th.
Right.
Region championship, I think the last time we won was 2017.
Yep.
So, in the way that they've been hitting the ball, I mean, anything's possible. Del Tech got us earlier in the season, so maybe a little bit of redemption, and be ready to go. Everybody's resting up, getting healthy. They're not playing this week.
Right.
As you know, it's finals, so no games during the week and stuff. So
they're
ready to roll.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
It should be a slugfest, and I know that our boss, the producer, the director of athletics, our leader, will be down there, so we'll be getting our updates, and I'm sure they'll be out on Twitter and all our other social media pages. And I'm not sure about the video capabilities at Del Tech, but if there is a link to that, I'm sure that will all be posted on our stuff too. So that's exciting for our ladies to get down there and hopefully score a bunch of runs and come out with the region championship.
Yeah, completing the season. They've had highs and lows, right? COVID, other schools, rain, all that stuff. It's not easy, but they're ready to go, and they got all 18 girls ready to go, and nothing but the best for them.
And then definitely a shout out to Gabby Vucolo, who recorded her 100th career hit as a Lady Falcon this past weekend and stuff too. So congratulations, to her. That's quite an honor and quite an achievement to get at a junior college. So, kudos to her. So let's, Gabby, if you're watching, let's just get maybe like a dozen more this weekend.
Yeah, that's all.
Right? In 2 games.
Easy?
Why not?
Well, if you get that many, that means you're putting up a lot of runs.
Yeah.
Make it happen. Make it happen, Gabby.
That's it, So let's stay on the diamond a little bit and talk a little baseball because, you were at the baseball game, this Sunday. So they had a split of their doubleheader on Sunday, I believe, right?
Yeah, we did. Eric covered the first game. He was there, and I had the second one against Hartford. I mean, anytime you can compete against a Division I baseball team 6 times in a year, it's not easy. But, I mean, Coach McCary is always willing to have those kids play whoever, wherever, whenever they can. Yeah. And I was fortunate to be there for a no-hitter. The second of the game, it was we 10-run ruled them. It was 11-1, through a no-hitter. And I think the winning pitcher's over there doing some work right now. So if he actually wants to take a quick pop in here and give a wave, so he's over there doing some study hall stuff.
It is finals week, right?
It's finals week. They're doing study hall, and here's
they're doing stuff.
Kyle Scott. He through a no.
And what class though? Are you doing a final?
My English class.
You could come in the middle real quick.
Right.
Yeah, come in the middle. Through a no hitter. I think he had 13 strikeouts.
I think it was 11.
11? Well, I'm trying to boost
in 5
it
innings,
for you
though, so you got to make sure that, that's not that he wouldn't have given up a hit, but 11 strikeouts in 5 innings is quality stuff, right?
But for me personally, I haven't seen you throw this year, and we had you early on in the season after that first weekend, so it was nice to see where things are at, and I'm pretty sure you're going to end up leading the nation in strikeouts this year.
Hopefully that was my goal.
What Coach McCary said, and I remember you said that during your interview.
And how's the arm feeling now as you're 40 games into your season?
Feels good.
Yeah.
It feels a lot better, yeah.
Good.
I just got to keep resting during the week.
Yeah.
Just get ready for the weekend games.
Good.
That's it.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping
in.
Good luck. All right.
Get back to that final. But yeah, so I know that our baseball team is wrapping up their regular season this upcoming weekend, and they get ready for regional play, which we will be hosting. So that's very exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited to be the host for the Region 19 Championship. This weekend, they're going to play a really good Gloucester program on Saturday and Sunday.
Yep.
We're going to go there Saturday. They're coming here Sunday. Again, Coach McCary just trying to find the best that we possibly can, and then hosting the Region Championships. Right. It's a 4-team tournament. And looking to have a repeat performance of 2019 on our way to Enid.
Yeah.
anything's possible.
You
got to get hot.
You never know.
Peak.
We talked about early how they were scoring a bunch of runs and that the pitching eventually will come around. So, it looks like, that it has. So,
sure.
Hopefully they can keep it rolling. So, and then our last teams that are in action are actually finishing up their season, this weekend. So we have Harcum visiting us, this weekend, which should be a really tough test for our, Falcons.
Men's and women's soccer finishing up this Saturday at 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock. The men are playing at 2, playing at Scranton Prep, our old home,
right,
which is our home. And, any opportunity to be able to play, it's tough when everything's playing, even the high schools all this year. But Scranton Prep and Scott Gower is gracious enough to host us there on
right.
Saturday. Harcum's good.
Yeah.
It's a tough test, but when you play a team like that, hopefully you get enough footage and give our guys and girls an opportunity to be recruited. And, we just played them 2 weeks ago. So,
right.
Scouting's there.
Yep.
Come out with the W. I know for the men more so, it's a tall task. They're very, very good. And
right.
I think the women was only 4-0 last time.
Yep.
So, let's get Ashley Bruno's a scoring machine. So
yeah,
let's
I know
get
she
her
had
on the board.
a bunch of goals in their last outing.
6.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
So that's again, kudos to her and the rest of those girls that put up a lot of goals in that game. So if you want some Falcon soccer action, head down Wyoming Avenue in Scranton there and join us.
I'll be there.
Prep.
Hang out.
And if you want, and I think you're gonna be signing autographs and stuff
sure,
too, right?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Well, who knows? Now that I'm back here, you got to give the people what they want.
Yes, and we are continuing our talk today with our Falcons who have ventured out to nationals. So last week we had a chance to talk with Coach Whittington and one of her ladies, and now we're going to talk with Coach Fox to talk about his experience out in Iowa at nationals.
Can't wait.
Yep. And then speaking of wrestling, I always like to talk about my TV viewing habits, and I don't know, and I know you're like an old school wrestling guy, and we talk about old school wrestling all the time because
right.
of the history in this building and how much professional wrestling was important right. here, and how they used to pack people in. On A&E biography, the last 3 Sundays from 8 to 10 o'clock, I've been locked in because they have biographies. First week was Stone Cold Steve Austin. Fantastic. 2 weeks ago, Roddy Piper. So it just brings me all back to like the history in this building
awesome.
And being a kid. And then this past Sunday, the Macho Man Randy Savage.
Really?
Yeah, so if you haven't watched him, because I know you're like a professional wrestling guy, it is quality viewing.
Well, I haven't heard about it. You haven't told me, and more importantly, that group thread I'm on with all my friends. No one's mentioned it.
So maybe you should start.
Yeah.
It is
when I get off here, I'll have to let them know.
The Roddy Piper one was awesome.
Yeah.
Because like I said, it was basically you could just see our
right.
student union, hosting those wrestling matches and stuff too. So talking about all the the older guys that we grew up as old
right.
men ourselves
yeah.
now, as kids, watching that. So
it's a perfect lead into Coach Fox.
Yeah,
I named him Big John Stud. He's the original Big John Stud.
Exactly and stuff too. So, but let's get Coach Fox on board and we'll come back and talk to him. All right, we'll be back in the Falcons Corner. Take flight. Hey everybody, we're back on the Falcons Corner, talking wrestling, voice of the Falcons, Mike Rickard, co-host, good guy to go, and Danny Berg. Coach Fox, thanks for taking a couple minutes out of your day. You're in the middle of the school day, teaching, molding those young Riverside kids, including the Polar Bear. How was Polar Bear in class today, first off?
Well, we had a pretty difficult quiz today. There was, I believe, 60-question vocab quiz, which he overcame the odds and he did really well on it.
All right, good. I'm excited. Then I'll give him a little extra treat tonight at dinner or something, or I'll give him a night off from the weight room or something like that. So, but you were out in Iowa for nationals with your guys. It was your first time out there, one without your wife, Mrs. Coach Fox, and more importantly, without the good guy to know, Danny Berg. So was everything okay without having, your whole basically support staff with you?
It was a very different atmosphere. You could never replace Kate Fox or Danny Berg. So it was a little bit different. I had to be more of more of the adult and more of the nurture and all that stuff. So, but we managed. We did manage.
Good. And we know you had that in you and stuff too. So, go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, so I mean, for me, I hated not being able to go, but life happens, but you didn't need us there, right? Your guys went out there, performed, and against all odds from the beginning of the season, walked away with a great experience, especially Cody Evans getting some wins. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Oh yeah, it was definitely a great experience, and the kids the kids really enjoyed it, and they got a taste of, a high level of competition. And like you said, we were a little up against it because we had minimal matches where a lot of the teams out that way had full seasons. And, Cody was able to win his first 2 matches, and he wrestled the eventual second place finisher, who's a Oregon State commit, actually. And, he got the first takedown in that match, and we were pretty excited. And then things didn't go his way after that. But, that's life, and that's how wrestling goes. And, he did a great job. And, then RJ Driscoll, he went and won his first match. And then he was in 2 tight bouts, after that. So it was a good showing overall. And even, Kevin Bound, he fought hard and competed at a high level. And, that's all we could ask for these guys. And especially in a year like this, where we had limited number of kids in the room, we had very few competitions, and, it was just a great opportunity. And we're very thankful to Lackawanna for allowing us to, participate in it and get that experience, because it's going to be valuable moving forward.
I saw you a couple weeks ago before you went out to Iowa, actually when we were doing some COVID testing. You said that your guys were a different group than what we saw earlier in the season. So what kind of changed, with you and your guys, during those couple weeks where you had a couple matches and you had some more time off to practice?
Well, I think we took a different mindset in our training. We really pushed them to the limit for, a 5-week stretch there, where in the beginning of the year we were kind of easing into things because we didn't know who we were going to wrestle, we didn't know if we were going to wrestle, stuff like that. And I really felt early on we weren't as prepared as we should have been, but we were definitely prepared down the stretch. They wrestled really well throughout the last couple of matches we had, and even at nationals they performed well. I mean, we were probably in the best shape that I have seen them definitely this year, but even like RJ in the last 2 years, the kids really put forth, we were on a weightlifting program. They never missed a day. They just worked extremely hard, and we, picked up the intensity and practice a little bit, and it was fun. They should be proud of themselves. They, it's not always about the outcome. A lot of times it's about, the journey that you put into it, and they really put a lot of effort into it, so they could be proud.
Well, and Coach Fox, I think that's a true testament to you. I mean, you're going to deflect the credit. I get it, but you have such a different circumstance this year. The kids had their first match. They knew that they needed to step their game up in terms of the weight room and conditioning and getting after it. And to hear you speak so highly about what they were willing to do and be successful, they wouldn't do that for just anybody. And it's got to be a great feeling knowing that all of them have the opportunity to come back again next year, and build off of this success from this year. But don't let it. Everybody should know that it's the foundation that you set for them to be able to be successful, and we're thankful for you for doing that.
I appreciate the kind words, and it's been great because they're almost like a second family to me, and it's just it's just, for as bad as the circumstances were this year, with the help of Lackawanna and the help of these kids, it was just a great experience for me personally. It was a great year.
No shutdowns.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No one got COVID. That was a shock. No one on the wrestling team anyway. So, but they really bought into that too. I think they really, just even practicing with the masks on and stuff like that. There wasn't too many times I had to really remind them, here and there once in a while. But I mean, pretty much the entire time, they were pretty conscious of that and really responsible with that, which, is a testament to them.
Right. What Danny mentioned, next year. So what are you looking forward to for the program next year? We have any of these guys returning, any incoming freshmen that we should keep an eye on? What is the program looking for, 21, 22?
Well, I mean, it should look pretty bright. All the guys, as far as I know right now, they have all indicated to me that they're coming back.
Good.
So right there, I mean, that's a strong nucleus because they're all experienced and they understand. They understand what it takes to wrestle at the college level now, definitely. And we've added. We've already had. I think I have like 7 or 8 commits already. That some real good local talent, and mixed with some Allentown area kids, a few kids from Virginia and stuff like that, but a lot of talent, super talent. And, we'll see what happens, but hopefully, we could just build on what we did this year and, add some more pieces to the puzzle.
Yeah, it's always nice to see the District 11 kids sign in their letter of intent to come here with how big wrestling is in the Lehigh Valley.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, if you could start recruiting just the basic local areas, 11, even District 4 AA is good. I think, we'd be good even on a national level, but it's just, and we're starting to do that. So, I think it's going to be interesting. It'll be fun.
Good. Hey, we know you got to get back to keep molding those minds in those social study and history classes over at Riverside Junior High. So thanks for taking some time out of your day. Great job this year. We're all super proud of you and all the work that, you do for our student athletes.
All right. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Hey, and listen, just because he got like maybe 55 out of the 60 right doesn't mean that you could just, not look the other way and just say, oh, polar bear, 60 out of 60, that's an A. Sounds good. Coach Fox, thanks for joining us. Everyone, Coach Fox, Lackawanna Wrestling. We'll be right back in the Falcons Corner. Take flight. Hey, everybody. Back on the Falcons Corner, wrapping up Voice of the Falcons, Mike Berger, good guy to know, the co-host, Danny Berg, putting a wrap on our show. We only got a couple of shows left in the year because it is finals week this week, so all our student athletes, whether they're here on campus or at home, are finishing up their finals, so we want to wish them all the best of luck. And, we only accept A's here in the athletic department, so I know they'll be fine with that.
Home stretch.
Yep.
A few more days.
Yeah.
That's it.
Exactly.
You've made it.
Yeah, exactly. And we hope that they all come back,
Agreed.
to us next fall and more importantly, come back safe. But special shout out to Coach Fox taking some time out because being a husband of a school teacher, I know how important those prep periods are because when I hear that prep periods are taken away from you or something else, interferes with those, that it just turns out to be a horrible day. And if it gets to be a horrible day for a teacher, it's a horrible day for their spouse.
Right.
So I've had that experience.
So, but he's not going to bring that horribleness back home to Kate because she'll tell him where to.
Yes. I don't have
put him in place.
I don't have the flexibility
teacher.
Or the power to say I don't want to. So when I hear, oh, I missed my prep today, I just know to go do something else.
But if it's to hang out with us, it's okay.
Yeah, exactly, and stuff too. So, but we look forward to what he's going to keep bringing to our wrestling program.
Yeah, he's had a lot of good commits so far.
Yeah.
Without naming names and stuff, but as the one who does the scholarships, it's nice to see some of the areas, and then you do a little research on each of the kids, and hopefully all works out and everything works out, and they end up coming here for the fall. But I think he's turning that corner.
Yeah, and we're hoping everything gets back to normal because as we get closer, more people are getting vaccinated, and cases are going down, and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
So hopefully things will be as normal as possible for everybody. Come the fall.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. But best of luck to all our student athletes again this weekend. Soccer wrapping it up. Softball on the road to the championship. And then baseball finish up the regular season to get ready for their postseason play. So
it's amazing that we only have 3 programs. Left.
Yep.
And it's
because and you say that, and we forgot to mention earlier that as great as esports has been all season, unfortunately they fell in Valorant in I think the semifinals.
Yeah,
but they had a really good run. In all of their sport teams this year.
Yeah, I'll tell you, they were the only ones participating in the fall.
Yep.
They got themselves to a couple national championships. So I think all in all, it's been a pretty good year for Coach Delaney and the rest of the program there.
Yep.
But yeah, we're in the home stretch. Yep. Hopefully we get a couple more weeks. We don't want to end next week.
No, a couple more weeks. So let's just keep winning games.
It's a reason for us to see each other.
Exactly. Right. It's perfect. If you want all of your Lackawanna College Falcon athletic news or updates on games or where they're being streamed, tune in to Lackawanna Falcon Athletic Network, the LC Fan Network on YouTube, our social media sites. So that's Facebook, Instagram, what else? Twitter, Twitch.
But you can go back and watch some of the old games, I'm sure, on Twitch.
Yeah,
old matches.
Yep, and all that stuff too. So, and I know that,
or just come out to a game.
Yeah, and I know that the big guy will keep everyone posted and updated on what's going on and stuff too.
Yeah.
So just look for those links.
That's what he does.
All right, let's get it.
All right,
Falcons, let's get it this weekend. Have a great week, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Take flight.